The core is one of the most undertrained muscle groups of them all, and not training the core means that you are limiting your potential in the squat and the deadlift, but also putting yourself at the greater risk of an injury. And that's mainly because the core acts as an armor for the fragile parts of your stomach, because when somebody punches you in the stomach and it's not tight enough, you could get really hurt. And even the back, if you don't have stable enough back muscles, you will get hurt quite easily in the gym. And that's what you don't want if you like the gym and you want to train hard. But most people underestimate the fact that you have to train core at least once a week. Me personally, I train it 3 times a week. And in this video, I'm going to show you what exercise I do and how I do them to get a really stable core and a 170 kilogram squat and a 180 kilogram deadlift at just 15 years of age. So I'm going to show you 3 exercises that will help you improve your core strength and stability. These exercises are going to be static exercises because me personally, I think static exercises are a lot better and more useful than dynamic training like crunches or leg raises, because in powerlifting you don't do this movement that you do in crunches or leg raises. You don't like flex the abs like this, but you have to be stable like this. Your body can't be moved so easily, and these exercises are going to really help you to do it. So the first exercise, the most simple, is the plank. Some people say that it's a bad exercise because it's a static movement and it doesn't build as much muscle as the crunch. But when you compare the muscle recruitment and the muscle growth, there isn't much big of a difference. But with the plank, you achieve really good core stability, and it's the best and most simple exercise for the front of the core, so for your abs. So yeah, plank is a really great exercise and it's the most important out of all of these. So yeah, let's move on. The second exercise is a Superman or a Superman hold, which is an exercise that you lay on your stomach and you lift your arms up and your feet up. Here's a picture of the Superman hold. Yeah, so that is a really great exercise for tightening the back of your core, so the core muscles on your back, so mostly the spinal erectors, but also the obliques. And then the third exercise, we have the side plank. Here is a picture of a side plank, and this is a really undertrained part of the abs, but it's the most fragile. That's why a lot of people are ticklish, because they don't have enough muscle here in the obliques, on the side of your core. And these muscles are really important for the squat and the deadlift to fill up the belt and just to have more power while bracing. And now I'm going to show you my routine that I do almost every training. I go to the gym 4 times a week and I train the core like almost every day that I'm there. So like 3 times a week, just how I'm feeling 3 or 4 times a week. And so I'm going to show you my routine that I do. Alright, so here it is. This is how the optimal training for the core should look, and it is pretty quick and pretty easy. So this is what I personally do almost every training. So you're going to do 1 set of plank, and you can add some weight on your ass while you're doing the plank if you want to get through it quicker, if you have someone to put the weight on you. So you can do that. So you're going to do 1 set, then you're going to rest for like 1 minute. Do Superman hold, so lie on your stomach and lift your arms and legs up. Then rest for like 1 minute. Then do a side plank on each side. So basically 2 sets, and you don't even have to rest between that. So we're going to do one side for example, 30 seconds, and then the other side. So 1 set each side. So 1 set of plank, 1 set of Superman holds, and 1 set of side plank for each side. So that's 1 cycle. I usually do like 2, but if I'm in a rush, I'll just do 1. But this is a really quick and easy workout that you can do. It will take you 10 minutes max. And even if you want to do it quicker, get it done quicker, you don't even have to rest between these sets, because you are training a different muscle every exercise. So the plank, you're training mostly the abs and a little bit of your side. Then Superman, you're training mostly the spinal erector, so the back, and side plank, you're training the sides, so your muscles won't get so tired. All right, so I hope I've emphasized enough how important core training is, and that if you skip it, you just will be really fragile in your core, which is a really bad thing that you don't want to have in powerlifting, in weightlifting, just in any type of sport, because a tight core is a really important thing. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a lot from it. You can try this in your next workout routine and maybe try to implement it more times a week, and you will see that it does wonders for your overall health, and it will even help you in the other lifts.